Shalom, shalom. Kal halalim la Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakaha Kodash. Brakti Yahweh, Brakti Haushai, Brakti Yahweh, Brakti Haushai, Brakti Yahweh, Brakti Haushai, Bahashem, Rakah Kodash. Shalom, Babakar. Early in the AM. As the elders would say, and the brothers would say, a great millstone. Another day closer to the kingdom, each day that passes. Brakti Habashem Hashai for that. And double honors to the apostles, elders, elder bishops of Great Millstone, and shalom to the prophets of that body, shalom to the 144,000, and the greater multitude, wherever they're scattered to the four corners of the earth. You know, there's one thing that sort of irks me, all right? Actually, there's quite a few things that irk me. Number one is that term black, right? And that term white, all right? Where Jake is so simple. When I say Jake, I'm talking about the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and natives, and those of that lineage, and they know that of that lineage, no matter what they look like, or from their father's side. And now they pray in the name of Yahweh Bahashem Yahshai, facing the east. Right? Those terms irk me. All right, like Jake is so simple where they don't even know their colors. Jake could be, or Jake woman could be high yellow, teased and tanned, a creamy light brown complexion, kind of looking like a Sicilian, a Southern Italian, right? And they'll call themselves black, all right? Then you've got these pig-skinned Edomites, these cave dwellers, these Caucasians that are pink, red, and they call themselves white. Now, these terms were created in the 1600s, okay, in Virginia. All right, the scriptures say that we've been known as by bywords, all right? Okay, black, spick, ninja or nigger, porch monkey, gollywog, wetback, swamp guinea, all right? And even when these Italians are called Guinea, that goes back to, you Google the word Guinea, it goes back to a racist term, which is usually amplified towards so-called black people. And because a lot of these Edomites know that Italians, for the most part, especially Southern Italians, your Napolitans and your Sicilians and, those that are at the bottom half of Italy, right, descend from the Judite, Benjamite, and Levite man, all right, who today will be deemed as a so-called Negro, African American, West Indian, and Haitian. Okay. Now, another term that irks me is generational wealth. The whole of America, from its founding to its building, to its infrastructure, to its finance, to its entertainment, to its sports, okay, to its inventions, to all its food so-called delicacies, from its whiskey to its bourbon, wine, everything has been invented by the so-called black man, especially the Judite man. Hip talk, everything, every part, how to dress, okay? Because we're the former of all things. Jacob is the former of all things, and we are the salt of the earth. Everybody tries to be like us. The Hispanic man and Native Indian man are also within that, but especially the so-called Judite man, the so-called black man. Okay? We created everything. We built America. We built the world. This whole world revolves around the Israelites. Okay? If the Israelites didn't exist, the Edomite would not have a power, even though it's failing right now. Okay? Now, you Israelites created a lot of wealth. You had loads of black cities. Okay, everybody knows about the famous Black Wall Street, Tulsa, Oklahoma, Rosewood. Okay, but there were hundreds, thousands of so-called black cities. America's a huge landmass. All right, we created those things. But the things that we didn't have was, like as Elder Apostle Tahar said, has stated in the spirit power of Yahweh Shem Shai, that we didn't have a so-called army. Okay, but even though Esau's power is his weaponry, okay, that's how you got dominion of the earth, by the sword. So the Lord Yahweh Shem Shai was not going to give you that blessing, Jake. Okay, you are not going to have a power and a comfort under the rule of a heathen, because even the scriptures say that we're not supposed to put somebody over us that's of another nation. All right, you're supposed to have your own people ruling over you. All right, and here you are trying to create these superpower cities, which are beautiful, banks, the cinema halls, bowling alleys, your own neighborhoods, beautiful and clean. You can go out, you see nothing but beautiful brown, different brown skin shades of brown. You see Gad and Issachar probably coming through the neighborhood. Everything's cool. You see Judah, Benjamin, Levi, all the tribes coming through, all brown people. So you sort of like that demonic element is not there for the most part. It's a beautiful sight, no devils to see. As soon as you step outside of your so-called black cities, the devil is there. All right. Okay, you are not meant to have these things. As the scriptures say, this is not our rest. We were put into captivity for our punishment. You're supposed to just earn your daily bread and keep it moving. But the elect know that. But you 2/3 still want to make it in a so-called white man's kingdom by kissing his boots, taking the crumbs off his table, doing anything and everything you can just to sit at the table with that devil. And at the end of the day, in terms of generational wealth, you Israelite men, women, and children, you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and natives, were once and still are generational wealth being passed from the white man from one generation to the next. They still own us. Okay? That's why they had chains around your neck. Today, they got your birth certificates. You've got what we have in this country, national insurance numbers. You got what do you call them in America? Let me see. The equivalent of national insurance numbers in America. So yeah, you guys have a social security number. How many digits in a national insurance number? It's made up of 2 letters and 6 numbers, so 9 characters. Okay, and so the national insurance number, which is like your slave number in the UK, has 9 characters, and in America it has a 9-digit number. All right, isn't that funny? All right, so this was not meant to be our rest. Okay. And see, the so-called white man knows about our innovative nature. The people at the top that run the show, the so-called elites of this world, know who we are. Okay, that's why they do what they do. That's why they come against the truth of the Israelites. That's why the Israelites is such a big thing. Why? Because they know it's the truth. Because once the elect wake up, it's over for these damn devils. And the elect have woken up. All right, they don't come against Afrocentric Sarnetta and all that bullshit. They don't come against Farrakhan because he's an undercover. He's just what you call like an agent. They don't come against all these other Muslims and other types of religions or the Black Panthers or whatever, because that's not going to work. They know that. The Lord is only going to make it work when you come back to what you are as an individual. I'm sorry, as a nation. We're Israelites. Okay? The Lord is not with these other doctrines. Okay, these other doctrines neither our fathers have known, paraphrasing the scripture. Okay, these other doctrines, where people bow down to wood and stone, like you dumb Muslims kissing the rock. bowing down to it. All right. Some of you jakes get with heathen women. Nothing wrong with getting with heathen women, but you don't follow the doctrine. You become Buddhists, you become Hindus. You want to move to Japan, live like a gook, you know? Generational wealth is a financial assets. So like generational wealth is financial assets that are passed down from one generation of a family to the next. It can include cash, stocks, bonds, real estate, businesses, and other investments. Okay? And even slaves. How is it passed down? It's often passed down as inheritance after someone's death. It can also be transferred while the giver is still alive. Okay? Why is it important? It can provide future generations with a financial head start. Hence the reason why the so-called white man, all right, even though you are innovative, you're Israelites, you get up, you get there quick because the Lord has just made you that way. Hence the reason why you, as a so-called black, Hispanic, and Native Indian man, can do the things that you do, and the other heathen nations watch in awe, with their jaws dropped, saying, "Whoa, man, look at them! Look at them! They're amazing people," But they mock you, as well. Yeah. And when these so-called black cities were attacked, which were thousands of them, you think the white man just bombed your houses? They had old World War One veterans and World War Two veterans come out of retirement to jump in them planes, which was organized by the American government to bomb you Jake's cities. You understand? And the American army was involved too, as well as the local Edomite population that were jealous. They said, "Look at these ninjas. Look at them. Look at them living large. They don't deserve that." Then they destroy you and destroy you and destroy you, creating creating snares and traps. And then they say, "Oh, look at these niggas. They can't even pick themselves up." When they keep destroying us. See, the so-called white man is a piece of shit. That's why in every city, especially in London, which is a very brown place, right? Most of these homeless individuals that are out there are Edomites. And it's good to see these devils in their place. And it's going to get worse for them. It's also going to get worse for you two-thirds too, that were not chosen from the foundation of the earth to be part of this beautiful truth. Okay? All right? And the hopeful elect are hoping that they are part of that number. All right? The hopeful elect are still, fearful, afraid, but with confidence. Okay? With confidence, because that's where the faith is built up. Okay? That's why a lot of you jakes, everything was taken away from you. But still, through the grit and hard work and determination, right? The Lord always provided us a way. All right? But the so-called white man, even with having financial head starts from stealing and stealing and stealing and destroying and murdering and enslaving, from all the atrocities they've done for the last 500-600 years, those devils are still suffering. Okay? They're still suffering. A lot of them can't even, listen, you give Jake $200,000 or £200,000, Jake's going to make it work. Jake's going to say, "Man, forget that living in that big ass house and having 4 or 5 cars." Jason say, "I'm going to get one practical car. I'm going to get a house that can, keep my whole family together, safe." Like over here in the UK, a Judite family from Nigeria, right? I'll give you an example. They'd have 3 generations living in probably like a 4-bedroom house. They'd make it work. They'd do an extension at the back of the house. All right, getting planning permission first, right? Make an ensuite little bathroom in there. It won't be lavish or huge like an American house, all right? Because this is in the city of London, right? But it costs just as more. But remember, there'll be like 3, 4 people working in that household, so they pool their finances together, even if they're on like a minimum wage thing. They'll make it work. Jake goes through, but the white man wouldn't live like that. They say, "Oh, I want my own space. I need a room for meditation. I need a room for witchcraft. I need a room for this. I need a room for that." Jacob say, "You know what, man? At least I've got a roof over my head. At least I've got food to eat." And still they'll praise the Most High, however they'll do it, being Baptist or whatever. That's Romans 10:2, where they have you know, a connection to the Most High, but not according to knowledge, paraphrasing the scripture there. So Romans 10:2, let me just see, I've quoted it. Romans 10 verse 2, KJV. Yeah. For I bear them record that they have a zeal of the Most High, but not according to knowledge. That's Jake. But they believe in a higher power. These devils don't. All right? And these Edomites, okay, took everything from you. Hence the reason they have what they have. Because a so-called white man is not used to working hard. But in the kingdom, which is coming on this planet Earth, they're going to be slaves. And they're going to be working for free. And they're going to be working hard for 1,000 years. With all the rest and relaxation they've had in this kingdom, all right, they've had their, what's it called? They've had their PTO. Okay, now it's time for straight grit and iron and hard work they've got to get down to. All right? And they're going to have no comfort. They're not going to come home to drugs. They're not going to come home to a martini on the rocks with a beautiful wife waiting at the door wearing a fur coat with no clothes on underneath. They're going to get none of that. All right? They're going to get none of that. They're going to have a hole in the ground. All right? Why is it? It's important. It can provide future generations with a financial head start. It plays a significant role in shaping economic mobility. It's a focal point in discussions about the racial wealth gap. Who created the racial wealth gap? You damn devils did. All right? You devils, you crackers, you Edomites. How to build it? Building wealth is a process that takes time, intentionality, and consistency. Well, for the so-called white man, it was a consistent stealing. All right? For Jake, it was hard work and grit. They got there, and what happens? The so-called white man takes it away again. And that's ordained by Yahweh Shemashai, because you have to learn. All right? You weren't meant to be comfortable here, man. How to build it? It starts with things like financial literacy, budgeting, and goals. And Jake is good at that, for the most part. Generation Z, maybe not, but, the older generations. It's important to equip the next generation with the right skills and knowledge to make sound decisions. Okay? That's what it's about. Let's go to some of this. Look at that. This was Red Summer. All right? Race riots of 1919. Okay, this is you, so-called black man, Hispanic man, Native Indian man. You fight for these devils, protecting the borders of America, going out there abroad, protecting these crackers, but then still coming home the way Khalid Muhammad. All right? Remember the speaker from the brother passed away 20 plus years ago, I believe. Right? Eloquent speaker. I wasn't with that, Islam bullshit doctrine. But nevertheless, you come home and then you go, you can't even go to use a bathroom to take a leak. You can't even go to a place to eat, and you can't even get a damn job. This is how you get treated, you soldiers. American servicemen returned from the First World War only to find a new type of violent conflict waiting for them at home. It was always there. They knew. An outbreak of racial violence known as the Red Summer occurred in 1919, an event that affected at least 26 cities across the United States. Racial tensions across the US were exacerbated by the discharge of millions of military personnel back to their homes, and domestic lives following the end of the war. Competition for opportunities in post-war America combined with a radically changed social landscape placed whites and blacks in conflict with one another, leading to tragic results. Okay, in all these situations, the so-called black, Hispanic, and Native always wants to appease the so-called white man. No matter what they do, you get kicked in the face. And if a so-called black, Hispanic, or Native protects themselves, okay, they're going to say, oh yeah, usual suspects, or they can't take it. Look at them, they're so violent. Who's really violent? It's you damn honkies, you crackers, you Edomites, you pig-skin devils. Do you leave anybody alone? So somebody's supposed to just be your punch bag, right? Piece of shit, never leave anybody alone. That's their nature. World War I intensified the great migration, a mass emigration of African Americans, tribe of Judah, Yahawada, from the rural south to the industrial north in Midwest in hopes of escaping the poverty and discrimination of Jim Crow laws. By the summer of 1919, approximately 500,000 Judites had resettled in northern cities. In many cases, northern whites, many of them newly arrived immigrants, themselves did not welcome black newcomers. Newly arrived immigrants, Polish, German, Swedish, all these honkies, all right, did not want Jake there. And these are newcomers. See, even A so-called white man is an enemy of the so-called white man in America. So a German white man in Germany and a German white man in America, both Edomites, right, have a common tie, which is a race. They're the same people. Okay, they'll get the German Edomite, so-called white man, will get treated with respect, right, in America with his stupid accent, right. But a so-called black man or Hispanic or native that's been there for generations, building up America, fighting your wars in America, still gets treated like shit. All right. But there's a perpetual hatred between Jacob and Esau. It's funny that these damn devils never talk about the Ku Klux Klan that's mentioned here and unaffiliated racist groups and organizations. They have to talk about the Israelites that have never lynched anybody, never deleted anybody. All right. Okay. Then you got Black Wall Street, the Tulsa Race Massacre. The Tulsa Race Massacre, also known as the Tulsa Race Riot of or Black Wall Street, was a 2-day long white supremacist terrorist massacre that took place between May the 31st and June the 1st, 1921. All right. The whole black city is destroyed. Millionaire so-called black people. All right. Their mansions taken, their houses, their cars, their jewelry, their tables, their dining tables, their clothes, women's dresses, silk dresses, underwears, all that, perfumes taken. So-called black men who had nice suits, because Jake likes to dress nice. Those wingtip shoes, those pleated trousers, those linen shirts, all taken. You know, all the money in the banks. The so-called black man was lending to the so-called white man at that time. Do you know that crackers coming in the 20s, coming into Israelite cities, asking for money? I mean, that's crazy when you think about it, right? Just over 100 years ago. So Jake had a little blessing for a short while, man. The Lord let them live it up, you know? As the scriptures say, this was not our rest. Deuteronomy 28:44. He shall lend to thee, and thou shalt not lend to him. He shall be the head, and thou shalt be the tail. All right, pursuing to the curses in Deuteronomy, which are from Deuteronomy 28:15 on down. All right, the blessings are the first 14, and I believe from 15 on down are the curses for disobeying. Hence the reason we go through what we go through. All right, or but the elect are sort of are coming out of that, and the Lord is blessing them. But the elect still go through what they go through, but they go through it in a different way, in terms of learning from things to better themselves. Okay, and it's not so. Well, put it this way: it's done in a well, it's done. The discipline now is given in a harsh way, but it would be harsher if you were in the world. Because if you compare your life when you were in the world, the Lord dealt with you harsh, man, really harsh. Now, you know, the Lord knows you're trying to do better, so the Lord still deals with you in that sort of disciplined way. But the Lord sort of like a father would discipline you and quickly give you a hug. The Lord kind of does that. I hope I sort of explained that. But anyway, Deuteronomy 28:44. He shall lend to thee, and thou shalt not lend to him. He shall be the head, and thou shalt be the tail. We were going adverse to this scripture, adverse to it. We were lending to our slave master in their kingdom. We were trying to be the head, And what did the Lord do? Destroyed all those thousands of prospering so-called black cities in America, and I'm sure there were Native Indian ones too. I'm sure there were Hispanic ones too, as well. But I'm just focusing on the tribe of Judah, the head tribe. Okay, we went adverse to it. All right. Proverbs 124, 28 to 28. Because I have called and ye refused, I have stretched out my hand and no man regarded. But ye have set at naught all my counsel, and would none of my reproof. Verse 26, I also will laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear cometh. The Lord held his, put his hand out, wanted us to listen. And a lot of the elect didn't listen. A lot of the Israelites didn't listen. Okay? And hence the reason the elect, the Israelites go through what they go through. And the elect have gone through it too. But the elect have come out of that. All right? Okay? We weren't listening. We weren't focusing. So the Lord put us through the ringer many times. And there's destruction of black cities and black businesses and not making it in this world is an example, because we were not meant to be comfortable here. All right? Verse 27, when your fear cometh as desolation and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind, when distress and anguish cometh upon you. Okay? So I also will laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear cometh. When your fear cometh as desolation and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind, when distress and anguish cometh upon you. Okay? So the Lord, laughs at this, because the Lord said, because I have called and ye refused, I have stretched out my hand and no man regarded. Verse 28, okay? You're not listening when things are good, but you listen, when times are not so good. As they say, a hard head makes a soft backside or a soft ass. Okay, I believe that's how you say it. Yeah. Verse 28, then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer. They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me. A lot of you that are mocking the name are going to be trying to pronounce that name correctly, of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakak Wadash. All praise to Yahweh, Bahashem Shai, Bahashem Rakak Wadash. Okay? And even if you can say it, the Lord ain't going to hear you. Okay? Because right now, when some of you jakes are doing well, you mock, you still don't want to listen, You think Black Wall Street was bad? Wait till Jacob's trouble kicks in. Jeremiah 30, verse 7. All right? Let's go to the scripture. Okay? As mentioned, this is not our rest. You jakes are not going to make generational wealth. You keep coming with that term, generational wealth. You Polite. Polite's under the jail right now. All right? Sarnetta and all these other a-holes. Right? You keep talking about generational wealth. All right? When we had these so-called things just over 100 years ago, but they were taken away. Why were they taken away? Don't you analyze that? You like to look into everything, like to be intricate, like to look at the pros and cons of a situation. Why don't you look at that? Why that happened? You don't look into that. All right, generational wealth. The dollar and the pound, the euro, currencies, physical currency. You jakes like to hold up thousands of dollars or pounds next to your ear like a phone. Yeah, you know what you can do next? You can hold up your charagma, your CHIP that's going to be in your hand. You can hold that next to your head like a phone. Actually, that CHIP is going to be your currency as well as your phone, because it's going to have everything in there. And you're going to be like like you control a radio control car. Esau going to be controlling you. Satan going to be controlling you. This whole thing's about to go kaput. And here you devils are talking about, you idiot jakes, talking about generational wealth and crypto and all that bullshit, man. Micah 2:10. Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted. It shall destroy you, even with a sore destruction. All right, we've seen that numerous times. All right, over the years, and even today. Okay, but you 2/3 are not going to take heed. All right, and a lot of Israelites are going to die on this side. Okay, which makes it, fits perfectly, because the elect men, the 144,000, are going to have many children. So you Israelites are going to come back. You are blessed because you are Israelites, but you're going to die a horrible way. Okay, so saith the scriptures. Zechariah 13:8 and 13:9. Okay, 1/3's going to make it through, and 2 parts are going to cut off and die, which is 66.6%. Okay, but the elect are going to make it through. All right, because elect have the faith, because Yahweh Shem Shai is going to show himself more and more and more. Okay, as this end is coming, as well as especially when Jake's back is against the wall. You know, so generational wealth, you can forget about that. This isn't our rest. The elect Israelites know, earn your daily bread. The Lord blesses you with promotion. Excellent. Okay, but we're not here for all that. But there's nothing wrong with bettering yourself. But try not to say, oh, I'm going to buy a second house for this, down the third, and all that. Earn your daily bread. Lord blesses you with a better job, nicer things. Brakti Habashim, very nice. But otherwise, it's straight tunnel vision because we're going home soon, man. If you can't see it, you must be bugged out. You must be living in La La Land. This ain't 1994. This ain't 1984. This ain't 1974. It's 2025. All right. And the days are not going to go back like it used to be. All right. You're not going to be watching no Cosby show on a Thursday afternoon or evening after work. All right. And all that shit's gone. You're not going to be, all that era. Okay. A lot of you jakes like to get nostalgic. All right. That era is done. Clubbing is done. The music is shit. Okay. We're going home soon. Meditate upon the kingdom, and the elect are anyway. But you 2/3, man, Jake just needs a reason to party, bro. So this is not our rest. Okay? F generational wealth. This is not our rest. You understand? Okay? You are not meant to be comfortable here. Okay? Here you are. Example would be your dad, right? You do something wrong, and here's your father saying, okay, no TV for a week, and you gotta, help your mom clean the house. You gotta mop up the kitchen and do the vacuuming, and you gotta clean his car on the weekend. And here you are not doing that, right? And he's at work, and you're not doing it. And what you've done is, you get your brothers and sisters to help you out, and here you are chilling back, kicking back. Your younger brothers and sisters, you're kicking back, using the pocket money you saved to pay them to do the work for you, and you're kicking back watching TV. Huh? You're not meant to be comfortable. You're meant to be punished. All right. I'm just using that as an analogy, as an example. All right. So the Lord saw that, man. Jake was trying to make it in this world. Jake was trying to be comfortable. So Yahweh Shemeshai took it away in a very harsh way indeed, because the Lord was pissed, man. So Jake, you are not meant to be comfortable here. A lot of you might hear that term saying, huh? So we're not supposed to try and better ourselves. I'm not saying that. You're supposed to try and better yourselves, but don't try and do it in a way where you're thinking to yourself because listen, we don't know whether we're going to make it to tomorrow. The idea is to get through the day, earn your daily bread, and keep it moving. But like I said, if the Lord gives you opportunity to earn more money, get a better job, go for it. Okay? But you don't put this truth, the name of the Lord, or this truth in a different basket. We are putting all our eggs in one basket. Okay, there is no plan B. All right, this is it. Okay, because if you think that I'm gonna buy 5 houses and I'm gonna, that's my pension money or whatever. Hey, listen, there's not long left. A lot of you jakes just can't see it. You think America's gonna go on forever. You just can't see America, a huge landmass being destroyed. But the Lord said in 1 hour it will be destroyed. All right, if you can't recognize the sign of the times, you are completely high, or there's something wrong with you. All those angels are just blocking it. All right, and you will find out the harsh way. Okay, I'm gonna leave it there. It's 5:59 in the morning. Anyway, Shalom Babakar. All praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakak Badash, Mawatha Bad Babal, Kwam Yashwala, Shalom.